Most people don't realize this, but $500,000 can either get you a full house with a yard or a small condo with monthly fees. And this difference all comes down to the city you choose. What's going on? My name is John Tennant, and I'm a realtor here in the Raleigh-Durham Triangle area. If you're thinking about moving to Raleigh, Cary, Apex, Durham, or anywhere in the Triangle, I'll put a link in the description below where you can reach out to me directly, and I can help you through the process. Okay, let's get back to the video. So right now, there's a lot of people that are looking at places like Miami because of the lifestyle, energy, beach. But what a lot of people don't realize is sometimes everything they're actually looking for, they can get in Raleigh. And not only that, their money will go further in Raleigh. One of the biggest reasons people are moving to Raleigh right now is affordability and quality of life. And according to the US Census migration data, North Carolina has consistently ranked as one of the top inbound states in the country over the past few years. So if we know Raleigh is a great place, people continue to move here year after year, same with Miami. What exactly is the financial differences between the two locations? So the real question becomes how far your money actually goes here compared to somewhere like Miami. What does $500K get you in Miami? Let's start with Miami. From around $500,000 in Miami, you're typically looking at just a condo, not a house. This condo would be around 700 to 1,100 square feet, and it's most likely paired with HOA fees, often $500 to $1,000 per month. You can also expect limited storage and no private yard. A lot of the time, this property will be an older building, and that depends on the exact location. According to Zillow and Redfin data, the median house price in Miami is significantly higher than Raleigh, often pushing well above $600K, depending on the area. So what you're really paying for in Miami is location, proximity to beach, nightlife, and overall lifestyle. What $500K gets you in Raleigh? Now let's bring that same $500,000 to Raleigh. With that budget here, you're typically looking at 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2 to 3 bathrooms, around 2,000 to 2,800 square feet, a private backyard, and a 2-car garage. And in many cases, a newer home, built within the last 10 to 15 years, or even new construction, that's already move-in ready. There are more prestigious surrounding cities like Cary, Apex, Wake Forest, Holly Springs, where you're getting top-rated schools, quiet neighborhoods, and access to parks and greenways. So instead of sharing walls with neighbors, you have your own space, your own yard, and your own home. Square footage comparison. Let's put this side by side. In Miami, you get around 800 square feet. In Raleigh, you're getting around 2,000 to 2,800 square feet. That's easily 2 to 3 times the space, before you even factor in a yard or a garage. The equivalent cost breakdown. Now here's where it really gets interesting. If you wanted a Raleigh-style home in Miami, if you wanted 2,000 plus square feet, multiple bedrooms, a yard in Miami, you're not looking at $500K anymore. You're typically looking closer to $900K. Really, $1 million. Sometimes even higher depending on location. And according to Redfin, single-family homes in desirable Miami areas often cross the $1 million mark, especially in anything updated or move-in ready. So that lifestyle costs you $500K in Raleigh can easily double in Miami. Lifestyle. Miami wins in one major category, the beach and nightlife. You've got ocean access minutes away, world-class nightlife, luxury shopping everywhere, but Raleigh gives you something Miami can't: versatility. You can still go to the beach, Wilmington and Wrightsville, Outer Banks, but it's just about a 2-3 hour drive. But you can also go to the mountains, which Miami doesn't have at all. You can go from beach to mountains in the same weekend. And for a lot of people, that flexibility matters more than being next to the ocean every day. Cost of living. In Raleigh, overall cost of living is significantly lower. According to BestPlaces and NerdWallet comparisons, Miami cost of living is roughly 20 to 30% higher than Raleigh. You're paying more in Miami for housing, insurance, everyday expenses. So it's not just what you buy, it's what you keep paying every month. So at this point, it really comes down to what you value more in your day-to-day life, because both cities offer great things, just in 2 very different ways. Who should choose Miami? If you're someone who values energy, lifestyle, location above everything else, Miami is probably going to make more sense for you. If you love being minutes from the beach instead of hours, high energy nightlife scene, clubs, late night restaurants, events happening consistently, being in a place that feels more fast paced, global, always on, access to luxury at scale, designer stores, high-end restaurants, waterfront views, then Miami fits that lifestyle better. But the trade-off, and this is what we talked about earlier, is you're usually giving up space and value to get that. So you might be in a smaller condo, paying higher monthly costs, and dealing with a more expensive day-to-day lifestyle overall. So Miami is really for the person who says, I'm willing to pay more to be in the middle of everything. Who should choose Raleigh? Now, on the flip side, if you're someone who values space, flexibility, long-term quality of life, Raleigh is going to make a lot more sense. If you want 2,000 to 3,000 square foot home instead of a smaller condo, more value for your money when it comes to real estate, a city that's growing but still feels livable and manageable, access to both the beach and the mountains within a few hours, a lifestyle that's a little bit more balanced and less chaotic, then Raleigh checks a lot of those boxes. And like we talked about earlier, you're still getting walkable areas in North Hills, new developments like Fenton, great restaurants, entertainment, and things to do, just not with the same price and pressure that comes in a city like Miami. So Raleigh is for the person who says, I want a high quality of life without stretching myself financially. And honestly, neither one is better. They serve different priorities. Miami is more about experience, energy, and location. Raleigh is more about space, value, and long-term living. And if you're trying to figure out which one actually fits your situation, especially if you're considering Raleigh or the Triangle, feel free to reach out using the link in the description. I'd be happy to help you navigate that decision. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos highlighting the Triangle area, and we'll see you in the next one.